Welcome along, everybody, to a venue that was built for speed. Once an airfield, now one of the finest racetracks in the world. It's qualifying day here at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. Welcome everyone as you join us at a former Second World War aircraft base, now converted into one of the great motor racing tracks. Britain is one of only 2 countries to have held a Grand Prix in every year of the Formula One World Championship, and long may that continue. This is Silverstone, and this is the British Grand Prix. With good opportunities to overtake at the end of the Wellington and Hangar Straights, there's a lot of potential for close action around the 3.6 miles of Silverstone circuit. With 18 corners and average lap speeds of around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the longest and quickest circuits on the calendar. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Russell, Hamilton, Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Zhou, Gasly, Stroll, Albon, Ocon, Bottas, Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Ricciardo, and Logan Sargent. Now it's almost time for Lights Out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me, a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend, Anthony Davidson. Now, sadly, things didn't work out for them last time. It was a bad race. Question is, though, can they recover today?
Yes, they can, Crofty. You've got to put it behind you. Whatever happened last time, I was always told as a driver, park it, forget about it. Obviously, feel the pain when it happens, but then you can't dwell on it and carry that through to the next race. So put it behind you and just crack on with this race coming your way now.
Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. We're almost ready to start the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. That was far too aggressive, mate. Clean passes only. We don't want a penalty. Okay, off we go. Back into the race. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 18.0 seconds. Next up is one of the Williams. Verstappen's just put up the fastest lap of the race so far. On him, he might make a mistake. Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work.
Thanks for this weekend. It was a tough one for the team.
And our winner has landoed. It's Lando Norris for victory.
And they're just starting to make it look easy out there. Now a hat-trick of wins. They're out there ahead. They've got the momentum on their side. And it's for the others now to try and up their game to stop that energy that they have.
Our winning drivers are on their way to the podium right now. It's been a fantastic race for McLaren, that's for sure. And no doubt, they'll be celebrating tonight. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one. No pit stops, no strategy, it's all about the pace today. Qualifying day here at the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix. With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of Formula One action. We're not expecting too many retirements at this circuit. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher, who made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. Located 12 miles northeast of the Hungarian capital Budapest, the 14 corners of the Hungaroring are steeped in history and prestige. Overtaking's always been difficult on this technical 2.7-mile track, but the last few years in particular have turned up some exceptional races. So let's hope we're in for another one here today. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. Edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Sainz, Russell, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Zhou, Stroll, Gasly, Ocon, Albon, Tsunoda, Bottas, Magnussen, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, and Logan Sargent. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, former racing driver herself, Naomi Schiff. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
It is certainly an interesting time in this set of regulations because, as you know, when a new set of regulations come out, everything changes and you always wonder who's got it right. Well, we know the Red Bull are the ones who really got it right the last couple of years. But now you can see the rest of the grid slowly start to catch up, and there's really only so much left for Red Bull to get out of these regulations. So it is interesting, and the pack are catching up.
So the formation lap is underway here in Hungary. The front runners will want to get themselves prepared for the race ahead, as they can expect to be attacked through the first two corners when the lights go out. And they'll need to survive those in order to kickstart what they hope is a promising race. We're almost ready to start the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Go, go, go! Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Valtteri's in the pits. Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. We're catching the car ahead, well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race. Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 11.3 seconds. Behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
really frustrating from my side just because, we have no top speed. I exit the corner quite close, but no way to get past any of the cars.
The checkered flag is out. We're going to be hearing that Dutch national anthem again because it's victory for Max Verstappen.
And it's one thing to win, but to win like that in total dominant style, that was a fantastic drive, and it is not one that we see very often.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One. High-speed straights, heady elevation changes and dramatic corners. What is there not to love about today? It's qualifying day here at Spa-Francorchamps. Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. Welcome to this visit to the Ardennes countryside. Spa-Francorchamps hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925, and this historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike. And us here in the commentary box too. So it's a warm welcome from the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa-Francorchamps today, a circuit that spans 4.35 miles. There are tons of elevation changes along the way too. 19 corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track's a great one for fans of pure speed, and the average lap speed comes close to a whopping 145 miles per hour. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Perez, Albon, Zhou, Russell, Stroll, Ocon, Gasly, Sainz, Bottas, Sargent, Ricardo, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, and Yuki Tsunoda. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. Now, we had great fun watching them win last time out. What a great victory it was. But can they carry that into today's race?
It's the important one, isn't it, Crofty? You've done it once, can you do it again? But, you know, if you start believing in yourself and the confidence starts to build, that inner confidence is what you need. And you can carry that through to future races, including this one, and you set that ball rolling. That's the critical thing that they're looking for here. And I believe if you've got that first race win or a win at any stage, it can start to roll with you in a good way.
Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. So as all the cars reform the grids, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to earn some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring the planned strategies are all in place.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. So we're leading our teammate by 4.9 seconds. Right, let's not stay behind this car for too long. We need to get past. We're slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep up this momentum. Okay, Zhou, Piastri ahead. We can't let them hold us up for too long, so let's try and get past as soon as possible and crack on. Push, push. Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. Okay, there seems to have been a problem attaching the right rear wheel. We need to try and put that behind us, and let's finish this race strong. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Nice move, good job. The track is clear, green flag. Okay, be mindful of the conditions. The track's getting wetter. Recommend you stay out for now, though. We'll be much slower if we move on to inters this early. Okay, Zhou. Lap times are a little erratic at the moment. We need consistency, so let's try and stabilise them.
We deserve this spot for such a long time. Such a long time.
And it's Monaco go for Charles Leclerc as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
To overcome the difficult circumstances they face throughout this race today, Crofty, it's not easy, and it really shows a lot of maturity, and you can use this, you can draw on this as a driver moving forward and boost your confidence through the rest of the championship.
Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One. Just look at that sea of orange. No surprises if I tell you we're here in Holland at Zandvoort for the Max Verstappen celebration party. It's a quick track and perfect for high speeds, high stakes qualifying. Welcome along to the Dutch Grand Prix qualifying day. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. For years, the passionate Dutch fans have been easy to find trackside in races across Europe. Here this weekend, it's even easier to find the Dutch fans as they have a race to call their own once again. A warm welcome to all of our viewers in the Netherlands and around the globe, of course, as we get underway for the Dutch Grand Prix. Zandvoort circuit has 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with plenty of steep camber and elevation changes to keep our drivers on their toes throughout the 2.6-mile lap. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday and he'll start from pole position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Perez, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Leclerc, Hamilton, Albon, Ocon, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Russell, Zhou, Gasly, Bottas, and Logan Sargent. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me for this afternoon's commentary, Naomi Schiff. Good afternoon, Nose. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
It is certainly an interesting time in this set of regulations because, as you know, when a new set of regulations come out, everything changes and you always wonder who's got it right. Well, we know the Red Bull are the ones who really got it right the last couple of years. But now you can see the rest of the grid slowly start to catch up, and there's really only so much left for Red Bull to get out of these regulations. So it is interesting, and the pack are catching up.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway right here in the Netherlands. The atmosphere, incredible, and the fans have come out in their tens of thousands for today's race. We're almost ready to start the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Caution, caution. That move was illegal, I'm afraid, mate. Return the position, give it back. Here's some information on Tsunoda for you. They're retiring from the race. Okay, safety car deployed, safety car's been deployed. Watch your delta, make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack. Okay, the officials have deployed the safety car due to multiple cars being stopped on track. Mind your delta. The energy store's depleting, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop. Valtteri is in for his stop. We had an issue attaching the left front wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us and get back into this race. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap. Tyre condition still looking good. Yellow flag. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. You've lost some time to the car behind. Green flag. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down a place. Okay, Zhou. I love to see a bit of aggression, but not like this, mate. Come on, let's keep it clean. So we've been looking at the damage and we think we should be okay to continue. It's going to cost us a little bit of time, but we're nearly at the end of the race. Great stuff, mate. You hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down. Final lap, final lap. Push, push.
Pretty frustrating from my side just because we have no top speed. I exit the corner quite close, but no way to get past any of the cars.
The checkered flag is out. We're going to be hearing that Dutch national anthem again because it's victory for Max Verstappen.
And you could really tell today just how much of a factor the home race advantage was. Not only did they have the energy from the crowd, but they also knew every millimeter of this track. That's what the home race advantage means.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.